at the Branded.
Happy Friday the 13th, ReW.
2 in a row. I love it. And of the day,
Thanks for having me, as
man
always.
Of many hats. Can you name a few?
I work at the Branded Saloon as a prep cook, as a dishwasher, as a line cook, a bartender. I'm the general manager here. I do the bookings. I do sound. Sometimes all of that at the same time.
I just don't understand how you do it. Plus, you are an artist.
I am, and then in my free time, I work on my life.
And we're highlighting your band here today.
Oh yeah, my band, Her Last Boyfriend, is in the house.
Her Last Boyfriend.
Yes.
Oh, you know, funny, I forget
it's
everything. Of ReW WhO Brooklyn edition. That this is our 4th year of Fridays once a month at the Branded Saloon. So like the first Friday we were Day.
Flies by.
I just can't believe it.
4 years.
I think it was really hot that day. It was so hot. It was like spring had sprung.
Yeah. We'll get there next week.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it, but it's so interesting. I can remember that it was that. I don't remember the ones in between that one and this one, but I know that one was hot.
Well, you bring the heat too, right? What happened with that hottest mom thing?
Oh, well, nothing yet, but someone wants to submit it again.
Oh, great.
It's crazy.
Hey,
why not, right? There's a cash. You know, I would kind of want to win that. It actually has a good cash prize. But then I get this thing the day that the winners for that round came in, and it says, don't follow the money, follow the passion. It was like, fuck you. I know. I was doing it for the money.
You want to know where to go at. Come on.
So today, Friday the 13th in history, it is Coconut Tort Day. So I do have a version, now it's Friday the 13th, of a coconut tort. Does that look like a coconut?
It looks coconutty,
yeah. And it's also National Chicken Soup Day, but I like the coconut better.
Well, I do also have a little coconut Ciroc in my bag that we can nip on a little.
I'd love to.
Right.
I love coconut anything. And what else happened on this day? Let's see. You want to help me? A Harvard Medical School study claims that red meat increases the risk of death and has additional negative health implications.
Well, what year did they figure that out?
2012.
Oh, just recently. Great.
You think it's true? When are they going to come out next year, right?
Yeah, everything's right.
It's always, I know, it's so dumb. What's good for you? Nothing. Well, there's a couple things I'm sure. I know. Leave them alone.
They're so beautiful.
Exactly. Thomas Hamilton. Oh, this is terrible. I only said this because this happened like a long time ago, and it's another situation where Thomas Hamilton killed 16 kindergartners, their teacher, and himself. And that was not the Connecticut one. So that, you know, was not the first one, which just really is.
Where did that happen? What city was that?
It doesn't even say, and I'm not even going to look. But those babies, they're angels with us today. The 9th Soul Train Awards happened, and it was Boys to Men and Anita Baker won on this day. Remember those? 95. Cuba Gooding marries Sarah Kapfer on this day. I wonder if they're still married.
Is Cuba, is he an athlete?
He's an actor. I think. I'm pretty sure he's an actor. He's a good actor, too.
He's handsome.
Blizzard of 93. Anyone remember that? It hit on this day. This was the day of the blizzard of... Came late. Not March. Well, see, it could happen. Still.
The one that shut down the MTA?
No, that was like a couple of weeks ago.
That was a thunderstorm.
It didn't snow. Exactly.
All right.
Martina Navratilova and Judy Nelson settle their alimony suit. Oh, God.
Is that a gay joke? Alimony?
It's not a joke.
Alimony is the alimony.
Yeah, because she is gay, and they were, I don't think they could get married yet because it was 92. But, no, yeah, she probably had to pay a pretty penny to her alimony girl. Yeah, Martina. Exxon pays $1 billion in fines for the Valdez water spill on this day.
Sounds like it'd be way more expensive than that to clean it up.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
I guess, but this was one. I guess $1 billion today is a lot more. Now, John Gotti was acquitted on this day of racketeering. I used to see Mr. Gotti. I lived on Mulberry Street, and he used to smell him down the block, his cologne, and he always was so cordial and nice to us.
That mob scent.
He did. He was so nice to all of us young women on the block. He'd tip his hat. He'd be taking his walks. No cell phones, you know. It was the guys would walk around the street. This was '87. That's when it was happening. That's exactly when I lived on Mulberry Street. That was probably one of the parties we had on our block, because the social club where he hung up was across the street. Live at the Fillmore East was recorded on this day. The Beatles released Lady Madonna on this day.
Oh, Lady Madonna!
And the Beatles released 8 Days a Week. Same day, different years. That went to #1 and stayed #1 for 2 weeks. 8 days a week. Jeff Beck replaces Eric Clapton on this day of the Yardbirds.
Is that when Eric Clapton went solo? He left the Yardbirds?
Probably so, yes. Yeah, unless he went somewhere else. He could have. Pablo Picasso got married. He was 79 and he married and she was 37 at the time.
You go, boy.
You go, girl.
Yeah. Both lucked out on that.
I know. What else happened? A failed assassin attempt on Hitler happened on this day.
Damn.
Yeah, right? They failed.
At least they tried.
Yeah. Well, Rudolph's musical The Three Musketeers premiered in New York City on this day. I mean, how often do you ever say The Three Musketeers? Don't you like, oh, you're the Three Musketeers? Like, I say that. I work with kids, so sometimes when they're in threes, they might not know who I'm talking about, actually, because this is 1928. I know. Well, so you're the Three Musketeers. I know. Yes, you do. The state makes it unlawful to teach evolution by that rule. That was 1925.
So that's a bunch of creationists getting together.
Tennessee is. Ask Chris.
Oh, he knows all about those nut jobs.
He knows about evolution?
Yes,
I wonder if he learned
does.
it in school, though.
Well, he went to private.
If they weren't allowed still. I wouldn't doubt it, because we are going kind of frontwards, backwards in this country, so I could see states going backwards to that. But who cares? There was evolution, and it happens every day.
Yeah.
Look at our kids. They evolved from us.
It's scary.
Lee DeFrost demonstrates his sound on film moving pictures in New York City on this day. And Massachusetts gains the title to Maine on this day in 1677 for $6,000. Could you imagine? I could even buy Maine.
Rent there, isn't it?
Where?
I don't understand what's going on.
1 week, yeah. In Massachusetts, Maine was part of Canada. It would have been Canada to this day if Massachusetts didn't buy it. Then they split it up. I don't know how that happened. Birthdays on this day. Emile Hirsch. My daughter wants to marry him. Tracy Wells. She was Heather on Mr. Belvedere. Does anyone remember Mr. Belvedere? I actually do. I don't remember Tracy, though. Heather. Adam Clayton, bassist from U2. We know who he is. He's the one that's not Bono. Right, exactly.
I hear they
and he's not the Edge.
They
he's
split
the other
their royalties
one.
equally between the four of
They
them.
probably.
Cool.
I mean, they make enough. I mean, they could split it 10 ways and be fine. Fred Perry, he was Rerun on What's Happening. Aw, happy birthday, Rerun. Danny Kirwan was one of the guitarists of Fleetwood Mac, the ones you never hear about. William H. Macy. No, William H. Macy, he's like one of those actors that you see in almost everything and you always recognize him. He's married to Felicity, whatever her last, she's in that new show, Criminal something. Neil Sedaka's born in Brooklyn birthday today.
Very nice.
Neil Sedaka. Voice of Donald Duck. His birthday is today. L. Ron Hubbard. What would have Tom Cruise born? L. Ron Hubbard's birthday is today. Supposedly it's his sperm that's Siri. I've heard that. Suri, whatever their baby is. I've heard it's L. Ron Hubbard's sperm. I don't know. I've heard that, though. Mixed with Tom Cruise's.
Hey, you never know. Little
living
up that baby
I
ladder.
heard that it was frozen. What else? Angels. People who passed away on this day. Some film director, I can't even say his name,
Krzysztof Kiełbowski.
Yeah, him. He died of a heart attack at 54 years old.
That's terrible.
Brian Hulls, a television cameraman. A lot of TV people died on this day. Lucio Fulci, known for directing gore films. See, all these film people. Leo Kaplan, a famous lawyer for ASCAP, passed away on this day. One of the dancers, Lorraine McLeod, in Girls Just Want to Have Fun. She's an angel today. Kitty Genovese, anybody remember her? Terrible. Stabbed to death in Queens, and 40 neighbors watched. Mwah. She is an angel with us today. It reminds me of that thing that just happened the other day in McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Free entertainment.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Dinner and a movie.
A live movie.
Help somebody.
Oh
would
my
you?
God, they just filmed it on their phones.
Stop eating a Big Mac and help somebody.
The phones are like the new, let's film it. Well, Maharaja Dira Tribhuvanabir Bikram Jung Bahadur Shumsher died on this day.
Well, she sounds foreign. I don't know who that is.
She's an angel. And Clarence Darrow is an angel with us today. I always remember his name. And Susan B. Anthony, the woman that's dollar never stuck. To make those Susan B. Anthony dollars, it didn't work. But she is an angel with us today. And that's about that. You ready to meet some people?
I love meeting people.
You want to push a button?
Of course.
That's what it sounds like after you eat at the Brandon Salon.
A shot of coconut Syrah.
Compliments to the chef, but we will be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ReW and WhO. What's that you say?